All right, we got Robbie Ouzts. Hope I pronounced that correctly. 6'4", 270, big dude. 4'8", 40 times. But projected 8 receptions, 108, 2 touchdowns. He's an inline blocking tight end, so he's a blocker. Okay, because he's ranked higher than the other Alabama tight end, but they're both going into the draft. The other tight end, he definitely looked more like a receiver. So this kind of interesting that they got two guys who are opposite sides of the spectrum as far as playing the tight end position, and they're both projected to somewhere get drafted. He's not ranked on Walter Football. He's ranked on Draft Buzz, and he's ranked higher than his teammate on Draft Buzz. But on Walter, his teammate is ranked, and he's not. I didn't see any highlights for him. There's a video on Pat's stats. He's talking about him. He wants him to go to the Patriots. What it seems to be. But let's check him out. Say about him.
All right, time for another New England Patriots 2025 NFL draft target. Today, we talk about Robbie Ouzts, tight end / H-back / fullback from Alabama.
Okay.
Robbie is 6'4", 260 pounds, who is a versatile, hard-nosed player from Alabama who could bring a throwback skill set to the modern NFL. While he has primarily been utilized as a blocking tight end / H-back in Alabama's offense, Ouzts has the tools to develop into a reliable asset in the passing game, yet definitely has that grit to be a fullback. Now with Mike Vrabel at the helm, it sounds like he's interested in bringing back the fullback, or at least getting someone who can work out of the backfield when the circumstances demand it. Well, I've been on the lookout this season for some college football names, and Robbie Ouzts is near the top of my list. I have also been discussing Willie Lampkin from UNC, who is currently a guard, but apparently he's barely 6 feet, possibly under 6 foot. And
this is always nice to have, man. So it's definitely a luxury. I feel like offensively to have a player who's not a lineman and a really good blocker.
He's under 300 pounds, so I figured maybe he could be easy conversion, ties to Drake May, and also
there's a guard that's 6 foot. He said not even 6 foot. That's under 300 pounds. Just playing lineman. That's crazy.
Surprisingly, he's still a All-American guard at like basically 6 feet.
All-American is crazy.
Anyway, there's also Jackson Hawes from Georgia Tech, who is a burly inline tight end. But man, can he move for his size? So I thought he could be a quick conversion, or at least somebody that can.
Oh, good job. He held his man. He kept his man out the way, out the play.
Let's dive into Robbie's profile. All right, so Ouzts is one of the most effective blocking tight ends in the draft. His ability to seal edges, deliver devastating downfield blocks, and pick up blitzes makes him invaluable in a run-heavy and play-action scheme. He also excels in both inline blocking and as a lead blocker down the field, showcasing.
I've never seen an offensive lineman that short.
Drive. He just doesn't throw his body at the guy. There's actually legitimate technique. The other thing, like I said, is versatility. Plays multiple roles for Alabama. Again, inline, H-back, and occasionally that lead fullback. His position flexibility will allow the offensive coordinators to disguise the personnel packages. If he's in the backfield, it doesn't mean it's always going to be him doing a lead block.
He's going to get drafted.
He's also effective in motion. He creates plenty of mismatches against linebackers and safeties in space. He's not just a blocker.
It's too rare. Like, you just don't see this often at all. A tight end or a tight end, fullback, whatever, but another offensive player that blocks linemen, but they have receiving ability. Like, you just.
The other thing, football IQ and toughness. Guys,
he gonna find himself on a roster.
Understanding of how angles and leverage works. He knows how to throttle his velocity when he's running, so he can set up the block. Very, very, very successful as a lead blocker. He's great at it. Obviously, he's going to bring that blue-collar mindset to every snap, too. This guy embodies the type of toughness and aligns very well with Patriots culture. Another thing, he's actually underrated as a receiver. He got limited usage at Alabama, but he had flashes of soft hands and was able to make contested catches. There isn't a lot out there, but when you watch him do it, it's not like by chance. He gets open, he's got good hands, turn.
On the first play that he showed in this intro, we got 308.
Patriots 2025 NFL draft target. Today,
he moves pretty well.
Ouzts,
For him to be a blocker, he don't seem stiff. You know, primarily a blocker. He moved pretty well. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's a decent receiving option, and if he could stay at the weight that he's at, man, and he could possibly be a nice hybrid. But I mean, you know, we'll see.
He's got good hands, turns, squares up, gets ready for contact. It's just Alabama's offense is not centered around a fullback, which will make him a reliable check down option if needed. And, you know, after the catch, he's a physical running style. He's going to be hard to bring down.
Reminds you of Hunter Luke.
Now, for areas for improvement, route running.
I can see that. He's bigger.
Really effective on short
routes.
And
the thing is with Hunter, though, Hunter was like he wasn't really a blocking fullback. He was like a big. But I like that. I definitely like that. I liked him coming out of college, but he for sure put on a lot of weight from college to now, and I think they're trying to use him more as a blocker. This guy already has the size. I think Hunter had the athleticism. He has the size. He moves well at his size, though. I'm not gonna lie, moves pretty well.
But even his breaks were a little bit rounded.
I think he's already what they tried to make Hunter become. He's already that, you know.
Straight line speed, strength, power,
minus the running
like
aspect.
Forward plane, the guy's moving, right? Crossbody, any rotation, he seems pretty stiff. And obviously, there's the other question, which is his production as a receiver. Again, utilized mostly as a blocker, but I suspect there's room for growth. And again, Alabama doesn't run an offense that would showcase his potential. That being said, we don't really know what he can do, so there's still some risk.
I think I've watched enough. He's about to get into his fit with the Patriots. As a player, man, again, I draft. I don't see this guy going undrafted just because of his skill set. How much of a luxury that is in the NFL. I feel like, again, you know, all of the tight ends that we watched have been good receiving tight ends. To have, again, another guy who you can put out there and as a good blocker. Again, like I said, I feel like it's rare. But we're going to move on to the next.